almighty morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday.
Hi, Jess, and welcome to 999.
Another portal.
Yeah,
All right. I'm not showing live on am I good on Facebook and
I
YouTube?
don't know. I'm not seeing myself on Facebook at all.
I'm not seeing anything either.
And I'm seeing,
Oh,
yeah,
welcome to 999, like you said.
yeah. Let me
We go
check
to
my
my
other
channel
one.
on YouTube.
Yeah, it's only saying I have 3 channels on. Wow, but we have a total of 8 channels going. And this is very strange. But what's new with, I don't
Okay,
understand.
so can you see so you can hear us and see us good then, Jess? And Jess is coming in from YouTube, right?
Yeah, just as on YouTube.
I don't show anything going on for YouTube. Oh, geez, this is weird.
Yeah. We'll
This
work
is
on
really
this. But thanks, Jess, for being there. Who else is popping in? Is it all Jess? It's all Jess right now.
it's
Happy
just
99. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go over to the other one because it says my other one is working. But
all right, Jess. Today, Wade came in and he came in from YouTube too. So it looks like we are only got YouTube going on.
yeah, I'm working on it. Oh, we're live on my professional page, but not my personal page.
And I got it out of there. Okay, so we're going to talk about the unseen energy of spiritual warfare, you guys, because of this August. Ooh, it was a doozy for me. We had to take a 2 week break because of it. We haven't been here for 2 weeks because I had to be very careful where I was putting my energy because I was getting blown away with all sorts of spiritual warfare, personal attacks against me, and then my clients. I saw a spike in my autism clients like no other. I mean, it's been real crazy for them. And I'm sure you guys can understand, when you're dealing with people like I am and helping them with their healing and stuff, it drains me. So I have to be real careful where I put my energy, and so the lives had to kind of, go to the side for a minute. And that's what I like about doing these lives, because we don't have to show up every week, because they're just very authentic and natural for whenever we can get on here, we get on here. I don't like missing, but it is what it is. I was just depleted of energy, and I just couldn't give 2 hours on a computer screen 2 days in a row. And not only that, um, as we go along here, I'll tell you guys some stories about what I've been through. I actually saw the virus come through my computer screen and come and latch onto me. So I feel like literally visually saw it. So that really kind of set me back for a minute. I was like, whoa, okay. And that was the first thing that happened. And then from there, it was just a whole domino effect of spiritual warfare on myself, and then on a bunch of clients of mine. But it's not bad. This is not, I'm not trying to talk all bad. I think this is just stuff that we just need to talk about, because this is something normal for me, you guys, in August and September. August and September is always a really, really crazy 2 months for me, spiritually. Um, this year, I think it was kind of mild. I don't think it was that bad at all this year. I am not really, I have nothing to complain about it at all. Just that it was a little uncomfortable when I saw that energy come out through the screen, which I'm going to call it. It was like a parasite of some sort. Um, so I kind of want to hear what has been going on with you guys the last couple of weeks. And again, today is 999. And I want to welcome you guys into the spiritual show that flows. So let's get the legalities out of the way while Julie's working on this. But
Thank you.
um, so Julie and I do this spiritual show that flows, and it's where we bring our bold perspectives and real life wisdom to the table. Together we explore spirituality, healing, hidden truths, and everyday challenges of just being a human. Um, yes, the truth will set you free. Always the truth will set you free for that, Wade. And we're here for entertainment purposes only. We're here for the people who have the eyes to see us, and for the ears and for those who have the ears to hear what we have to say. We are not everyone's flavor, cup of tea, or whatever. So, and we're not trying to. We're just doing what we're called to do and try to help you guys, and you guys try to help us. So, anyways, yes, today I wanted to talk about the unseen energies of spiritual warfare. And you guys, this is going to be where you guys are going to really be able to chime in, because I want to hear some of your guys' stuff that you guys do on this stuff. I'm going to read some of the comments real quick and see what we got coming in here. Okay. And do you guys know anything about what the alignment regarding the 999? There's some kind of an alignment where Julie and I were trying to look it up.
Well, the spirit, it says a 6-planet alignment and that it's moving. It's going through the whole week. We can see it. So I do see that.
Oh yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, I never say that on my other live. Hit the like button, share notifications. I'm so bad about that.
Yeah.
Okay, protect your energy, everyone. 999 portal and full blood moon eclipse in the time to close cycles, habits, relationships that no longer serve. Okay, thank you for that one. Live in truth centuries. Okay, 1010 in Tennessee. Ooh, 1010. Oh yeah. Okay, so I like the number 9. 9 represents completion, and we are in the year of the 9. And we're going to talk about some tools, you guys, on protection, pretty much through this whole talk. But let's talk about truths. Rituals alone are not enough. You must also bring discipline. Okay, so this is, I got a bunch of notes here, you guys. Because August tested us, it made thoughts louder, emotions sharper, silenced harder to find your silence, to get silence. It was really hard for me to find that. And that was not, and it's not punishment, you guys. Not at all. Oh gosh. All right, you guys, my notes are all mixed up. I'm sorry. That's what happens when you go live back to back.
And try to get sleep and everything else in between.
Right? Oh, I got good sleep last night.
Good.
Okay, so I guess this is where, no, that's not it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I thought I had this all together last night. I put it all back together just perfectly, but I guess I didn't. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna start all over again. Because August tested us, it made thoughts louder, emotions sharper, silence harder to find. And that was not punishment, that was sharpening our edges. The question is, what did you do with that pressure? What did you guys do while this was going on? If you even felt anything. I did, like I said, I did. And so did a lot of my, almost more than half of my autistic clients. That's all I've been seeing the last 2 weeks. Did you allow distraction to pull you away, or did you hold steady and sharpen your spirit? Discipline is how you win spiritual warfare. Not perfection, but consistency. Okay?
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so the one thing I did want to ask you guys before we get into all the rituals and stuff, let me ask you, how many of you felt August stretch you past your comfort zone? If you felt the growth was uncomfortable, did you feel that the growth was uncomfortable, or did you feel that it was necessary to sharpen your edges? Because that's the work. That's putting the, that's doing the work, you guys. Discipline doesn't always feel good in the moment, but it transforms you, and its transformation is the whole point in these times. So transformation is very important, and that's what this is like, getting us ready, getting us ready for. But we have all these tools in the tool bag that we can use. I wrote down, I got a whole bunch of stuff that I do.
Okay, we got,
A
you
bunch of
asked a
sheets here. I got so
question,
much stuff to go through, you guys.
but you
Um,
asked a question. Hold on, you asked a question. We got the, I
okay.
feel it was necessary by Christine. It was a purge for sure by Jess. And Wade says it's just warming up. Or he's just warming up. So,
I like that way. That's funny. You're just warming up. I feel you on that.
yeah.
Okay. What were some of the rituals that you guys did? What did you guys do to stay disciplined to help, ward off all, all this energy that was coming at you?
Well, I don't know if I used it to ward off the energy because being a Leo, August is part of me. And
Yeah.
and four of my placements are in Virgo, which is my strongest sign, even though I'm a Leo. Um, Virgo has a lot of placements. So the August is a very strong, supportive month for me. But what ritual I did, I'll just go right into it, was I went to Jane Phoenix um, place, which is Dragonstar. And we were talking about there hasn't been any rain, that we haven't gotten monsoon and all that. And so she had mentioned she had looked it up, and to get more rain, you surrender or sacrifice water to the ground, and you ask entities, um, benevolent entities that deal with water, to add to it. Well, what I did was any leftover water I had that I was going to put down the drain or anything, I would take outside. And I said that I surrender this water to Mother Gaia for cleansing, for healing, and for strength for Mother Gaia. And I ask all entities, elementals that work with water and that want to help Mother Gaia to surrender water as well. Well, I think you guys might have noticed we had some rain, and it wasn't bad. I mean, I really appreciate that. And it was also, I don't know if you guys remember, but on Friday, I think it was 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, um, that Gabriel had said what we are doing with the water or to bring in rain is working. So that was his confirmation that it was working. And I have done it some more times, and we weren't expecting any rain at all. And the rain came. I did it. I poured the water out at night, and by morning we had rain, and there was no rain in the forecast, 0%.
Yeah, you're right. And keep doing it. Keep doing it. We need more rain. We need so much rain. We're so dry here.
Yes. And so I suggest wherever you are, try this. Whatever water you're going to throw down the drain, don't do it. I mean, I boil water, and when it cools off, I put it outside. Just saying. I put
My
bottled.
plants get all my extra water.
Okay. Yeah, right. I do have some plants in here, but that I put bottle of water out under the full moon 2 nights in a row to catch some of the full moon energy. Very good way. Wade, that does help. Um, oh wow, I didn't know about the blessing the entrance. This is Jess's ritual. I used olive oil to bless my entrance and seal it, and I did my cinnamon. I also placed a lemon ward on my windows sill and did my cinnamon pot. Great.
Oh, that's so cool. I love hearing your guys' rituals, what you guys do. Um,
I
it's
do
just
want to
fun.
get,
It's so much fun. This is the thing
yeah.
that about spirituality that I really like is, all of our rituals and what we do, for our spiritual practice, because I mean, spiritual warfare is just, it's real. It's so real, but so is your power.
Yes.
Your power is real too, you guys. And you don't have to walk through this life, spiritual life, unprotected. That's why we have these rituals, right?
Oh, Wade, you're another one on the 16th. I do want to go back to Jess's olive oil. Now, this is the first I've heard of using olive oil um, in a ritual. But I want to say, just like the cinnamon has helps us in other ways too. It wards off mosquitoes, ticks, so many things. Okay. Well, when it comes to oils, olive oil, avocado oil, any oil you have left over that you feel has expired, that
Sorry, guys.
has not gone rancid, definitely use that because it keeps roaches away. Didn't know if you knew that, but oil will keep roaches away.
Depends on what kind they are.
Regular roaches, if they walk through it with their legs, they will die. They will pass. So I'm just saying, it does work. I know. I've used it. And instead of spraying the roach spray and all, I use oil.
I would never do that. I would never do that. I would never spray any bug spray. You know that. I would use,
Yeah.
well, for me, for cockroaches, I use the DT. So, and my kitty cat, Jill Moon, is a great roach killer. So,
So you don't need
I
me.
didn't, yeah, I didn't get rid of the roaches until I got Jill Moon. Once I got Jill Moon, all the roaches went away. Plus, I used the DT. So, here in my facility, you guys, I'm next to a bar that has a bunch of water. There's restaurants down, and there's a huge grocery store. So I had problems with cockroaches, and I don't have food or anything in here. I mean, I have a refrigerator, but I'm not like a restaurant or anything. And so I was just being so overwhelmed with these sewer roaches. But I'm telling you, Jewel Moon got rid of them. So that was like the reason why I got her. And once I got her, if she's here, if I leave her here in the facility and I come back, I'll usually come back to 2 or 3 dead roaches somewhere. She hunts them.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, today I'm writing what I'm releasing and I'm burning it. Oh, that's so, is today the full moon or did I miss it?
It says 7, 8, 7 and
Oh,
8, but
it's still
being
yeah, you still can do that. Yeah, it's still the full moon week. So,
well, and the energy is still there, and it is the height of the 99 portal. I want to go back 999 portal. Wade, you had said something about 4 o'clock. What did you say? Four something. I'm going to go back. I thought I saw you had a time for the portal, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. No, there's no, well, probably Pacific Daylight Time. Now, 4 p.m. at Mountain Standard Time is the 99 portal energy. Now, is that the height of the portal energy? Because I know it's open. It has been open for a few days, and it will continue to stay open. Let's see until the what day?
until it wants to.
Well, it until the 27th of this month, but it slightly closes on the 18th. That's
Mm,
999. Okay, for those who are
I get it. The 19th. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Like I said, 9, I like the number 9. To me, 9 means completion. I kind of like the way how it stands on its own little, by itself to the side, the way that it when you ride a 9, the way that they, just on the one, one leg. And then I always thought a 9 was very cool looking. Plus I have a few 9s in my birthday. So it's an upside down 6, right? Um, or a 6 is an upside down 9, whatever, however you want to
Well, the
look
6
at
came
it.
first, so.
Yeah. Well, I wear a size 6 shoe. So it's really funny. You know how many times I've grabbed a size 9 on accident thinking it was a 6?
Big difference.
I know. Just like as sandals, I've done that a couple times. I have to go back and go, oops, sorry, I grabbed the wrong number. But, well, okay, so Julie shared one of her rituals that she's been doing to bring in the rain, which I think is just awesome because we so badly need it here in Arizona, you guys. It is so bad here. It is, and it's really muggy now that we got all that rain. The humidity is crazy. I don't sweat really easy. It's hard for me to sweat, but when it's humid, I have no problem. I was so sticky yesterday, and I was noticing that the stairway where I live in my condo, the handles where the paint was all sticky too from the humidity, the wood.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
the humidity right now is a little bit lower than it has been. It's at 37% right now, which is still high for this time of year, but it's still better than.
8+1 = 9. Okay, yeah. I love numerology. I think numerology is so cool, you guys. Paul White Gold Eagle has a countdown on his channel. What is that countdown? And who's Paul White?
Yes. Please explain, Wade.
Explain that to us. Who is he? Okay, so there are sacred rituals, simple practices that create strength, peace, and protection in your space, your body, your spirit. And those rituals I use daily as part of my spiritual practices. Being spiritual is a lot of work, as I think a lot of you guys know that's on here. We have a lot of stuff that we do because we know better. When you know better, you do better. So I'm going to start with salt. Salt has been honored across cultures as one of the purest protectors. In my practice, I always use natural I guess you call them vessels or will hold, like whenever I put my salt, I use like a wooden bowl. This is the one that goes in my bathroom. This is my wooden bowl. I use in my front door, I have a little Tibetan sound bowl that I use. And yes, I do the sound bowl with it, the vibrations. I have glass in the back. So the reason why I use salt and I don't care, you guys. This is one ritual that really anyone can do because I don't care what salt you get. I don't care if you get Himalayan salt, if you get Celtic salt, if you get sea salt, if you get table salt, any salt will work. What matters is your intentions, the purity of your heart and what you're doing. That's all that really matters when it comes to salt. And why salt is so important, and I really like using it, and I use it for almost everything, you guys, is because it comes from the water and it comes from earth. It's both, and it carries water. Salt has water. We are water. We are salt. And remember, we've talked about this before. Water holds memory. So that's why I like to use salt. And not only that, is that it's just so inexpensive. It's something that, I can go to the dollar store and buy a ton of Himalayan salt. I have one of my salt bottles right here. It's inside I wish you guys can see, but I have this huge sound bowl made of quartz crystal from Mount Shasta. So I always put my salt. Let me grab it real quick.
Yep. Okay.
There, you guys can hear it. I just rung it. Okay, so, and I do like to use the salt rocks, you guys, the crystals. I do like using these. And there's a reason for it. Okay, so I always fill this up. I've used quite a, half of it, and I put it in my sound bowl and I put blessings on it. And I'm going to go over some of these blessings that I say. So when it comes to salt, okay, and there's no wrong here. That's another thing I like I said, everything is all about your intentions. Okay, in my front door, I have this little guy right here, and he's full of salt, okay? And for this, I put it in, and these are the words that I speak when I do my doors. I have a front door in my facility, and I have a back door. So each one of them has one of these right on the side of it. Yes, you can put a little line. I know people who put lines of salt, a straight line across their doorway, and they might put a mat over it or something like that. And I tried to do that, you guys, but it got really messy because I got so much traffic coming in and out. It just didn't work. So this is what I came up with. And so I put it in my little copper Tibetan bowl, and it's full of salt. And what I do is I say, let this salt absorb what does not serve. Let no shadows pass this door. Let peace enter, let rest remain. This space is a sacred ground. Now, if it's my home, I'll say this home is sacred ground. But since it's my facility, this is a very sacred space. And I do that, and I put the blessing, and then I stick it. Chinese medicine, they say put it on the left side of the door. I put it on the right side, you guys, just because of the way my door swings open. It just feels right. It just feels right to be on the right side. And I have it under my lavender plant. Okay. So that's in my front of each, and then this is just in the back. My back doors, I only use the back door. Clients and people do not come through the back, just I do. But then I have one on the floor, on the side of the door there, and that one I have on the left side. Okay, so how I know this works for a fact, I recently just had a situation that happened, you guys. So last week I had this really creepy guy come in, okay, and he was good. When you come to my facility, on my door, it has a note on there, a really nice, beautiful sticker with a mushroom that's a spaceship and an ET coming out. And on that, there's a letter, or there's a saying on there saying, hey, if you want to get into this facility and you want to see Claudene, you need to call this phone number. And that is the only way I open my door. You have to call that number, and then I will go and open the door for you. Well, anyways, he called the number, which 50% of the time people do, 50% of the time they don't. And if they don't, that's fine, because I'm not wasting my time with these people. So he calls the number. I see my phone ringing. I see him that he's out there. And so I start going towards the door. Well, as I'm getting ready to open it, he's calling again. So for me, that means that this person is serious and they want to talk with me. So I let him in. Thank God this day is the day that I got a new assistant, you guys, and he started on this day. So, and his name is Dakota. He's 6'4" and 250 pounds.
Little guy.
I know, but he's a big old teddy bear, and I've been working with him for 5 years. I don't know if I told you guys, I know I've talked about Dakota, you guys. He's my client that I just got off of 40 pharmaceuticals. So we've been working, like I said, for 5 years. We just got him off of 40 pharmaceuticals. And anyways, so he was here training that day. So this guy comes in, and instantly he starts telling me how he signed a contract with the Celtics, the NBA team. You guys, I'm sorry, I'm not all into sports like I used to be, but Celtics something.
Yeah.
The NBA, or basketball, NBA. And he just signed a contract, and he's in pain, and he needs pain cream, and and he's going on and on and on. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, no, there's something wrong with this guy. This guy is not being straight up. And I have this really cool wooden chair, a cannabis chair. It's a big, huge cannabis leaf. Someone made it for me, and it's beautiful, and it's made out of wood. And he sits right there, and it's right by my front door. And he sits right there, which is really odd because most people don't do that. And he's going on and on about how wealthy he is and how famous he's going to be. And I'm just like, you're a dreamer and you are stupid and you need to get out of my facility. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get him out. But yet he's trying to buy pain cream. I help him, you guys, with I get the pain cream, I get the capsules, I get the tinctures. I'm explaining to him how cannabis, how CBD works and kratom. And he's just going on and on and on. Then he takes his phone charger and plugs it into my wall and says he needs to charge up his phone. And I'm like, no, you're not. But then he plugs it in, but he doesn't plug his phone into the charger. And I'm like, oh, this dude's on something. And I'm trying to get it out of him. Where is he coming from? And he's telling me how he has a Tesla truck and he can't drive it right now, but he doesn't know where it's at. And I'm just like, what the heck is this dude doing? So then I come in the back, you guys, and Dakota's in the front, and I just take a breather. I'm like, okay, how am I going to get this man out of here without causing a bunch of commotion? Okay, mind you, Dakota has autism. So in one of his things that he deals with his autism is anger. And this is a normal thing with autism. They have anger issues. So I didn't want to set him off. It could have been a really bad, it could go bad really quick. So I take a second, come in the back, I take a breather, I go into prayer really quick. I play my sound bowls. I do my sound bowls for just a few seconds. Then I start lighting sage, and I'm going around, and I heard Dakota tell him 3 times, you guys, are you going to purchase this pain cream? Are you going to purchase these capsules? Are you going to purchase this tincture? Sir, what are you doing? And Dakota's trying to, get some answers from him too. And then all of a sudden I just get up. I pulled his charger out of the wall, and I told him he had to go. I said, you just got to go, sir. You don't want to do anything but waste my time and everybody else's time. Then he gets a little brave with me and gets, a little disrespectful a little bit, but I already got him out the door. And then I'm like, did you come from the 007? I go, is that where you came from? And then he finally admitted that, yeah, he came from the bar. He was drunk, you guys. I couldn't smell the alcohol. Of course, Dakota could. But of course, I couldn't match notes with Dakota at the time. And then he leaves, and I'm like, I didn't know if he was on drugs or if he was drunk. It was either or both. But I couldn't smell the alcohol. Anyway, so he leaves. We get him out of here. Dakota was just like, he's like, kind of like tripping out. He's like, does this kind of stuff happen all the time? And da 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 da. And I'm like, no, they never get in the doors. But he called me. He was using the phone, so he did everything. He did everything right, and that's how he got in. Well, Dakota saw it all. Well, anyways, I grabbed that salt that I had on the side. I took it, and I took the fresh salt, and I grabbed it, and Dakota and I looked at it. And let me tell you, the salt inside the bowl, you guys, in the Tibetan bowl, was all gray and yucky. I should have taken a picture of it, but I didn't think about it. Um, I just wanted to get it out of here and give it blessings and then throw it out. And that's another thing too, you guys, whenever you're using your water, your salts, or anything, always make sure you give gratitude for it holding that space for you and clearing out that space for you. And I did that, and then I tossed it outside. But yeah, the salt, it turned really dingy, super dingy, and really gray. So I know for a fact that it works. So salt is one of my go-to ones. And then I also put it on my toilet. I mean, on top of my toilet. Here it's on top of my toilet. This is my wooden bowl right here. And I also put it in my bathroom at home, though. It's on a shelf. So I don't put it on my toilet. I actually have crystals on my toilet in in my bathroom. In the bathroom, you guys, I don't know if you guys ever think about this, but the bathroom is a big necessary. It is important for you to do spiritual rituals in your bathroom. It's where you release, you guys. And what about all the people releasing their energy?
Well, in your home, there's only the ones you know. But in her facility, oh my goodness, she's already been through a lot because of that
Mhm.
bathroom.
Because of the bathroom. The bathroom is one of my most challenging spots inside my facility. Um, I've actually had people go in there and do drugs.
Ugh.
Yeah, I had a volunteer that was because I take a lot of volunteers, you guys. I let people come in here and volunteer and I help them and I had this one gal that yeah, she was smoking oh, what is that when you smoke opiates and meth together? Speedball? I don't
Oh,
know.
I have no idea.
I know. And it was horrible. It was so horrible. And so I've had to deal with those energies. And then I don't know if I told you guys, but one of my mushroom clubs, I had someone who literally purged in my bathroom for like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, nobody, everybody would have to leave. She only has one bathroom.
Yeah, I
So,
have one bath,
oh,
and this is I mean, this is crazy, you guys. I mean, the bathroom is it's and it's a sacred space for me because that's where I release my, all of my impurities and the things that no longer serve me either. So to me, salt has been one of the lifesavers, but also whenever this happens, you guys, I pull everything out of the bathroom. I wash my walls with frankincense and myrrh and the floors and the sinks and the toils with borax and vinegar, everything you can think of. I have to clean it out and still it'll feel like a portal's in there. Oh yes, speedballing. Um, Nova said it was. Oh hi Nova, Nova's here. Oh, I'm so glad you came in.
I waved at her earlier, but I didn't know you hadn't seen her.
No,
It
I
was,
didn't. See her. No, she's 2 weeks in a row. Wow. Well, we'll let Nova. We'll have her check in a minute after I get done talking about the bathrooms
yeah,
as
have
well and
copper
copper
pipes,
hold energy. Yeah. Um,
but it is a protective metal as well.
yeah. It works both ways. So Okay, so what I do is I take my salt, you guys, and I when it goes when it's in the bathroom, I take the salt and I put it in my hand and I hold it in my hand and I get it nice and warm and then I put it in here. And when I have it in my hand, I say let this salt absorb what the body releases. Let it carry away what no longer serves. Let this space be light, pure, and calm. Then I put it in here, and then whenever someone uses my bathroom, after they leave, I take the salt and I drop it in the toilet.
Wow.
Yeah. And so this has been how what I've been doing and what I've come up with throughout the years as far as protecting that space. And it's just so eerie, you guys. I can't even explain what it feels like when you go into your bathroom after someone has done something like that in it. So I'm sure you guys have had your own experiences with the bathroom too. Oh, bye, Wade. Have a happy day.
Yeah. See you later. Remember tomorrow is Sean will be on tomorrow, so he's totally different, and I think you're gonna love him. So
I mean, these rituals may look small, you guys, but they're very powerful. They really are. They tell the unseen world this space is sacred. This body is guarded. This spirit is untouchable. You can't touch me. You can't touch my space.
you can't touch that.
So, no, you can't touch this. Okay. And then, okay, so then we've got here, I have all my stuff here, all my rituals on this one right here. Okay. Come on. Smoke, you guys. And then, you can, when I say these rituals, I also say, or take this smoke or this salt or whatever. Change the words around. They're not always the same. Um,
Oh,
so
I agree with you on that, Nova.
what?
She'd rather go to the bathroom outside, and some of the public bathrooms can sure get.
Oh my gosh, some of those public bathrooms are so bad. Oh, it, yeah. I went to Prescott last week for the day and I went to go listen to some some music at the park. They had it in Prescott. And it was really nice out there. It was only like 70 degrees. And I went there and I sat I sat on the grass all day long. I was there for hours and just listened to the music, and they had porta potties. And porta potties freak me out.
Yeah.
But when you gotta go, you gotta go, but these were some of the cleanest porta potties I've ever seen. So I was very shocked. Okay, so and then crystals, you guys. There's always crystals that you can use too. So crystals,
Oh, that's great too. Yeah, sound is great. I agree.
banging out pots and pans. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Well, what I did was I did all of that, cleaned everything out, and then I also have a fan. I have this really little tiny fan, and I run the fan. So there's always a fan running in my bathroom too, not just the fart fan, but a little fan that I put on the table. I found it on eBay, and I was like, oh, that'd be perfect. So this is the first time that yeah, I've never used a fan in the bathroom like that. What is that? Is that a
This is a
bell?
bell,
Ooh, I
so you
like
can use
that.
bells too.
Yeah, bells would be great. Well, I have my sound bowls.
Yeah, but I meant something quick and easy in the bathroom is like, okay,
Yeah, no, I like the bell, and it's little too. Like you could
yeah.
just stick it anywhere. That'd be great. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about where are my notes on the candles. So do you guys ever light candles?
Oh yeah, I have 3 white and 3 black ready to.
What do you use your candles for?
The white I
And how
use.
do you use them? How
Oh,
do you use them?
how do I use them?
Uh,
Well, the white is very good for helping souls find their way home. And I'm not just talking those who are transitioning. I'm also talking those who need to find the light. I light the candles for them. Yes, I say their entire name. I light this candle to show you your way home or to help light your way home. And um, it does help. And like I said, I've got 3 black and 3 white. The black is for protection. Yes, not for elimination, but for protection, to protect us from entities who want to do us harm. And I hope you can understand what the 3 black ones are for these days. I've done it once, and today being 999, I will be doing it again today. And then I have to go pick up some more candles because I'm out of the black. Because I'm going to do it 3 different days.
Now, do you do the soy candles? Do you do beeswax candles? I mean, because candles, you guys, when we use candles, we want to make sure that we're using some pure candles, not the
Yeah.
kind that you go to Walmart and you get the scented ones or bath bath
Yeah. Bed Bath and Beyond, no.
Bed Bath and Beyond. And there's another one too, Bath and Body Works or something like that. They do candles.
Yeah, Bath and Body Works. Yeah.
Yeah. They have like a candle shop too. Don't Those ones are very poisonous. Those actually cause cancer. So
Yeah.
just make sure you get good old plain soy. Beeswax candles are really the best ones to burn because they literally clear out the air. Those are I use beeswax candles and soy candles. Those are the ones that I
She
like.
makes
I make
beeswax.
them. I do make them. I do. And I sell them here in my facility. I have them on my website. But hold on, you guys. I got to go back to one thing I forgot to tell you guys what I do with the salt. I forgot one more thing. Wi-Fi. Where my Wi-Fi is,
Okay.
I have a jar of a glass jar. I do a glass jar with the Wi-Fi, and I put the salt in there, and I put it next to my Wi-Fi, and then I bless it, and I say, "Let this salt soften what is harsh. Let it absorb what I cannot see. Let it protect what is sacred within me." And that's a blessing I put on the salt, and I put it next to my Wi-Fi too. And again, and I change this salt out, you guys, every new moon. Or unless something happens, something really crazy happens, like that man when he came in, I changed it immediately. So But
Yeah.
most of the time I do it every new moon. Okay. I'm the type of person, I don't even acknowledge the full moon at all. So, but the new moon, I love the new moon because it's all new. So it just resonates with me.
Yeah. Yankee candles, no, I hate to say it, but they're not good. They have fragrances, and those fragrances are not good for you to breathe in. Just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I love them too, but not anymore.
Oh,
Um,
that's a good idea. Your Himalayan salt is right next to your Wi-Fi. That is awesome. Bless the Himalayan salt. Bless that. Make sure you're clearing that out during the new moon or the full moon. Um, because that's so, kind of cool. Because I actually have a Himalayan salt lamp over here in my corner, and right behind this wall, my Wi-Fi is right there. So I wonder if that helps my Wi-Fi because they're only about three or 4 feet away from each other. Ooh, I like that. That's a good idea. But yeah, that I do protection on with my Wi-Fi too. This stuff isn't superstitious, you guys.
no, it
It's
isn't.
not. It's not. This is energy hygiene for me.
Yeah, I like that terminology, energy hygiene.
Yeah,
It
it's
is. Yeah.
go ahead.
No, go ahead. I just feel much better about it when I have something around the salt and all.
Yeah, just as you clean your body, you clean your space, your tools, and even your unseen vibrations moving through your home need to be cleared out. So now let's go back to the fire. So I like to light a candle. Um, it's not just wax burning, it's more intentions, and it is for protection. It's my way of greeting the day with fire.
Yeah.
So I like to light a candle in the morning. Mine is usually white. I usually end up getting white candles that are at my house, or I will burn my wax. I mean, I'm sorry,
Bees.
my beeswax candles. I'm running low right now. I got to go and make some. So, anyways, I've been using some white soy candles I got from the dollar store. There's nothing in them. So, anyways, and it's another layer of protection. Another layer of protection is crystals that it can come from crystals. Um,
But
I love crystals.
let's stay with the fire again. And you burn sage every day
Yep,
too. So there's
I burn not just sage. I have a whole list of stuff that we can that we can burn, you guys, for smoke. Where's all that list at?
um and for some reason, Jess, the Himalayan salt lamp is right next to the Wi-Fi. It won't pop up. That post did not show up in the chat. I know it's showing up here, but anyway. Oh, let's go back to the candles, the colors of the candles.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
yes, Jess. As far as let me see if I got that specific color. White will replace it. We just had the colors. Now I can't. Oh, yeah. Blue is also for communication. Okay. So that's a good one. Um, and there's so many other colors you can use for different things.
Yeah, I'm not into all of that stuff. But I want to learn. I'd love to learn. I know that, and I do want to do a talk, you guys. I want to do something regarding leaving offerings and stuff like that for your loved ones, the ones that have passed and stuff. I want to get into, to do a show just on that too. Or not just on that, but one of the things that we'll talk about. Um, but okay, so we got the candles that we can burn, which is the fire, which we know, helps clear your space, or call in good stuff to, clean it out or bring it in. But now when it comes to burning like sage, now I like sage, and I feel when you burn different things, they do different stuff, okay? So we've got sage, Sweetgrass, cedar, palo santo, lavender, rosemary, juniper, frankincense resin, and myrrh resin. Those are the only ones that, yeah, that I looked up, you guys, okay? Because these are the things that I sell in my store. So sage, this is what I came up with: purification, cleansing, and clarity. Sweetgrass, I really like sweetgrass. Indigenous use sweetgrass quite often. I grow sweetgrass, and that invites blessings, positivity, and sacred prayers.
So, do you find seeds for the seed grass? I've never, I mean, the sweet grass.
Sweetgrass,
Yeah.
I propagated it. Someone gave me a whole bunch of it, and to use for medicine. And I took that and I I stuck it in water, and I just grew roots, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, I propagated it. So yeah, I got a pretty good bucket of it going. Jewel Moon loves to eat it. That's where Jewel Moon plays,
Okay.
in the sweetgrass. Um, Cedar, that's protection, grounding, and ancestral connection when you burn cedar. Palo Santo, also known as Holywood. That's one of my favorites, is Palo Santo. I burn that almost every day. I keep little Palo Santo sticks in my pocket and my purse. Um, that's good for clearing negativity and inviting peace. Lavender, you can burn lavender too. Lavender smells really good when you burn that. Um, that brings calm, peace, and emotional balance. Rosemary, oh my goodness, you guys, I use rosemary for everything. Rosemary is so angelic. I love the smell of it. I'm going to try and grow some rosemary here pretty soon. Let's see how I do. And rosemary brings clarity, memory, warding off negativity. And then juniper. I don't know if you guys have access to juniper, but I do. I own 45 acres up north, and it is full of juniper trees. And that brings protection, renewal, and spiritual cleansing. And then my two favorite ones, these are very strong. And I know Julie's going to chime in on this one because these are her favorite ones too. And that's frankincense resin and myrrh resin. And I actually have some right here, you guys. Sacred offering, divine connection, healing, protection, spiritual openings. And when you have something really dark that has entered your space, like in my bathroom, you guys, that's why I clean my bathroom floors and walls with frankincense and myrrh oil. This right here is myrrh. Can you guys see? It's kind of dark. And this is resin.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
And you
large.
can, isn't it dark? This is the myrrh. Yeah. Myrrh comes in. Yeah. I don't know if I have any lighter pieces. Here's a little bit of a lighter piece. Little lighter, but not too much. So you can literally burn this. And I burn my myrrh, and my frankincense literally gets burnt. I have a bowl that's made out of marble. So I burn those out of in my marble bowl. Okay, so you can do myrrh, and you guys think about it. This stuff has got to be super protective. It's got to be like some of the best stuff we can use for protection and cleansing, because they brought it to baby Jesus. It was one of the gifts
Yes.
the three wise men brought. So that tells me, oh, this stuff is like, yeah, this is the stuff that that is very strong and potent. Now, this right here is frankincense.
Oh, wow. That looks like a little rabbit. It does.
It does. And
See, that looks more natural than the stuff I got.
yes. Oh, well, my stuff is straight from from the African trees, from the African
Oh,
myrrh and frankincense trees. Yeah, I ordered this stuff, and it's lasted me forever. I've had that stuff for like 2 or 3 years. I used to have a really good connection in Africa for all kinds of stuff: Madagascar, vanilla, everything. Okay, and then if you guys can't get your hands on the sap, that's fine. Use essential oils. The diffuser works just as good, and so does the oils. And putting it in your floor cleaner, if you're going to clean your floors, just put a couple drops. It doesn't take a whole lot, you guys. It's you know don't overthink this. That's the main thing. Don't overthink it. You don't have to. Intentions are always everything. So, and there's so much more stuff we can burn, I'm sure. I mean, I'm just kind of just going over, like I said, the stuff that I have in my facility that I like to teach, that I like to use, that I'm aware of. But there's a lot of other stuff out there. Let me see.
What?
Yes, Rose. Oh my
Rosemary
gosh.
water. Yeah.
Yep, Jess, the
Yeah.
next time we come live, I want to talk about feet. And yes, and blessing the feet. We're going to do a whole segment on feet. And yeah, thank you for that. I do put my feet in rosemary water. I do all of that stuff. Feet are so important, but we'll talk about that on another day. Um, okay, so we did the smoke, we did the fire, we did the salts, and then another thing, and I was jumping ahead earlier, is crystals. I don't know what your guys' favorite crystals are, but chime in on here and let me know what you guys do with your crystals. I have a bit of information for you guys. I don't know if you guys know this. I talked about this last night too. But you know, in Levi's, when you buy a pair of Levi jeans and there's that little tiny pocket, just a little square pocket up in the corner of the Levi jeans. I was told that that was designed to hold our crystals. So I always wondered what that pocket was about, what that little tiny pocket was for. And then I was told many years ago, like 10 years ago, oh, that's to hold your crystals. So I always thought that was really cool. So I always share that with people. So crystals can help, and keep them in your pocket, or you can wear them as jewelry. As you guys can see, I'm always usually wearing pearls, which they're not crystals, but I'm a pearl person. I love the water. And so pearls are mine, but right now I do have my shungite on. I do wear a lot of shungite. That's one of my crystals go to. And then cellulite and shungite. Those are my three crystals. You walk into my facility, those are right there in the front door, right there. I sell those because those are my three crystals that I go to. I put them in the corner of my I put cellulite in the corners of all my rooms, my home.
Uh-oh. What happened? She's back. But hold on a second. I'll bring her back again. There she is.
Hi. I put the crystals in every corner and then I bury them outside to create a vortex around my home or around my space. I do the same thing in my bedroom. I can't bury cellulite here in my facility, so it's in every corner of every space you go to. That's what I do with the cellulite. I just love cellulite. It's just so powerful. You can see it literally absorbs energy. I have a cellulite wand, you guys. I'm not kidding you. It's about 3 feet long and it is super thick and it lies underneath my bed. And I've had to buy a couple of them because when I go to clean under my bed or because I keep underneath my bed very clean because that's where I sleep. That's another very sacred space too. And I will, when I clean under my bed, because I do keep my winter clothes under there, then I switch them out, put my summer clothes. So when I do that, I will pull my wand. I call it the wand, the cellulite wand. And sometimes it's very yellow and dingy, like someone peed on it. So it works. This stuff works. Then I take that and I bury it somewhere else and I buy a new one. So cellulite is one of my go-tos. And it's inexpensive too. That's another thing I like about it.
Garlic above. Yeah, hold on. Let me get.
I also keep a clove of garlic above every door. Ooh, I like that. I should probably do that here too. That would help. Black tourmaline is great for psychic protection. Black obsidian is good. I love tiger iron and tiger's eye. Ooh, I like tiger's eye too. It's so pretty. Have you seen blue tiger's eye?
Actually, I picked up a purple tiger's eye.
Ooh, that's unusual. Quartz, yes. All of these, I sell everything you just talked about. I have a beautiful line of jewelry. And I have all those crystals done in jewelry here in my facility. Just some beautiful artwork with the jewelry that I have. But for me personally, like I said, and then what I use a lot of, and then I use a lot of bronzite, you guys. Let me go grab it real quick, okay?
Both grabbing stuff. I know I put I have my purple tiger's eyes somewhere. I don't know where I set it in class. I'm looking for it. I know it's here. I'll wait until she gets back though. But yes, thank you. Tourmaline is great. Above every door. Oh wow, that's great.
Look at this one, you guys. This one even caught some energies. Look at it. Can you see where it's kind of like dingy? Wait, hold on. My hands are full. Put all this stuff
So
down.
yeah.
Look at, I don't know if you guys can see, but do you see where it's kind of like, it's a little dingy? Look at that. It wasn't like that, trust me. So
Oh
it didn't,
yeah.
yeah, look at that. Little dingy. That's kind of, I'll probably take this and use this now for my personal use and it grabs some energy. So this is some little cellulite sticks that I sell. $7. And they're big. They're heavy.
Um,
Um,
I was going to say, selenite is made out of salt. So
yeah.
do not put this in water, people. Please do not put that in water.
And it will disintegrate if you put it outside around your house and make a vortex. You have to do it like every 3 years. It's something that has to be done. So, and then I got these, look at these little cute cellulite hearts I got.
Oh, those are cute.
Isn't that cute? Yeah. I stick these in all the corners. Okay, so cellulite, she's right. I think that's why I'm so drawn to cellulite, you guys, because it is it has water, it holds water. I believe it's a mineral. It's not it's like a crystal mineral, like a salt, it's crystallized, but it's not a real crystal. Okay, so here's the bronzite, you guys. It's not very attractive, okay? But this is one of my bronzite balls. The reason why I love this stuff, and it's very hard to find, you can't just get this at any crystal store. Good luck. Let me know if you do, because I would love to know. It's hard for me to find this stuff. This stuff, the reason why I love bronzite so much is because it doesn't transmute negative energies. It literally sends it back to the sender. So I know this is going to probably sound not very nice, but whenever I go to like a big family gathering, like a reunion or something, I'm always going to have bronzite in my pocket. Always. It's just family drama. I mean, that's just my family. There's always something being said that's not nice about somebody. So my family, they can be very low vibrating. So I do put that in my pocket whenever I go to a low vibrating event that I have to appear. So that's my favorite thing about that crystal. And bronzite, most people don't know about it at all. They really don't. So um, bronzite was literally brought to me in my life, you guys, at a time where I was getting spiritually attacked by witchcraft by a person. I had a group of people that I was working with this one particular person, and I had to cut her off. And when I did that, she went completely berserk. And she started hanging out with this lady who does witchcraft. And they started doing witchcraft literally against me, you guys. And that's how bronzite was brought to me, and spirit showed me it. And I was getting a massage at the time, and this person who was doing a massage on me, and when she did the massage, the word bronzite just came out of my mouth. And I've never heard of it. I've never said it before or nothing. And then the lady that was massaging me, my masseuse, was like, what's bronzite? You keep saying bronzite. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Then I Googled it and I found out that it was a crystal. And then I'm going through all my jewelry, you guys, looking at all the list of my jewelry. If I have anything that has bronzite in it, I had one bracelet that had bronzite in it, and I got that bracelet and I looked at it. And then from there on, I started a relationship with it. And I knew at that time that was what spirit was bringing to me to help protect me from these people. And it made sense because it literally sends their negativity right back to the sender. So that person got a little crazy, you guys. This was so serious that I almost had to go get a restraining order on them. She started stalking me. It was crazy. It was so crazy. She broke into my facility, and it was pretty bad. But yeah, when you kind of let people go, they go crazy. But she was already crazy anyways. So anyways, that helped me get rid of that, and that got me cleared, and that's why I like bronzite. And then the other one that I like is shungite, you guys. And this is some of my shungite that I sell at my facility, and this is actually from Russia.
Oh, wow.
And then I've got the towers. Oops, you lost me.
Oops. Sorry about that. I don't know what I did wrong. Hold on. You're still there. You should talk.
Okay, you guys can hear me?
Yes,
right,
we
then
can hear you. I'm just trying to figure out how to
So
fix
we've got the shungite, you guys, and I think most of you guys know how good shungite is. It's grounding energy, it shields the aura, and it clears what doesn't belong, especially Wi-Fi, you guys. This will block you from Wi-Fi. I also have it on my arm that I hold my phone. Shungite is amazing. But you got to make sure you get the real stuff, you guys. You have to make sure it's from Russia, okay?
Oh,
No, but yeah, you can relate to that, Nova, that story. Yeah, you cut people off because they're so toxic, and then they just go like berserk. And this isn't had this has happened to me a couple times since I've been in my practice. She wasn't the first person I was going to have to get a restraining order. There was another one. What happens is that they're business owners themselves, so they know that if I was to get a restraining order on them and have them served, this particular person who was attacking me was a nurse. So if I was to have a restraining order given to her where I don't know where she lives, I'd have to send it to her work. That's not good. So that's what scared her. So she backed off after that pretty much, because when she tried to break into my facility, that's when I had to take drastic matters, right? Nova, I mean, like, you got to do what you got to do to protect yourself. But some people, when you let them go, they just can't handle it. I've never been like that. I mean, when a relationship ends, it ends. I wish them the best. So anyways, so those are the crystals that I like to use. And yes, all the other crystals are good too. We all have our go-to crystals. I love amethyst. I have tons of amethyst in my bedroom. I just don't sell it because it's so expensive. Okay, so we did smoke, we did fire, we did salt, we did crystals.
yep.
Oh, okay. Now we're going to go into Jess's territory now. So let's talk about water. This is a practice that anyone can do. Anybody can do this right now. Here's my water right here. All you got to do is speak into your water. Hold your water. Oh, I love you. Thank you for the journey and whatever you had to do to get here and be with me. I speak into my water. I label my water. I have big water jugs in the back, the 5 gallons, and they all have a sticker that says, love water. Water has memory. Water can hear you. Did you know you can speak to your water? Like, we could take this, you guys, and put this in the water, my heart. And if we put it under a microscope, we'll see a bunch of hearts in the water. These are all proven facts. A lot of people have done these studies.
I'm just going through the ones all of a sudden. Sorry, I was trying to take care of issues. And for those of you who are wondering, the Facebook profiles are not working today. I did check with Restream. They are working with Facebook to get that fixed. So that's why we're not on our profiles. Yeah, I love behind the scenes stuff.
I love your pine cone. I boil pine cones and pine leaves are really medicinal. Jess. Yep, water is life-giving. Exactly. I do believe that source is water, it breath, water. You know, without it, we wouldn't be here without breath and water. We are water. So yeah, water is very sacred. And that's why I'm so drawn to salt. Uh, so charging water is so easy, you guys. It's so simple. It is as simple as this. What you just saw me do, talking to my water, getting your water, put it in a glass jar like this, and sticking it outside in the sun. It's that simple to charge your water. And now you've got sacred water to help bless you and keep you safe and clearing out impurities out of your body. Um, you know, when you're drinking it, you're not just drinking water, you're drinking prayer, you're drinking good stuff. So, and you can use the herbs, the water, like Jess said, she does rosemary. You can put cloves in the water. You can do all kinds of things with water. You could put a glass of water out for your loved ones. And sometimes when you come back to it the next day or a couple of days later, you'll see that it's changed. Um, it can be a little dingier. Water will also absorb negativity too. So putting glasses of water around your space, if you can, when you have little ones, it's kind of hard, or if you have animals, it's hard. But yeah, water is really important. Also bathing yourself in all of this stuff. You can bathe yourself in everything we've talked about. You can put in water and bathe yourself and cleanse your aura that way. You guys chime in on here on water. There's so much stuff we can do with water. I didn't write a whole bunch of notes about it. I think one of the best ways to clean your aura too is going into a lake or a river and fully immersing yourself, going by a waterfall. That is the best, really the best natural way to ground yourself is going into the water and especially if you can find a waterfall. Going naked if you can. If there's not too many looky-loos around. Usually I don't care. I'll just get naked and go in. If people end up coming around, they will turn around and move anyways as soon as they see that you're naked. And so another one I like to do, you guys, and I do this every day because this is my lifestyle. This is what I do. I do offerings. I love to give offerings. So I go outside as soon as I come to my facility and I open it up. What I do is I get a bag of mullet. I have tons of mullet, you guys, because I do substrate bags for mushrooms. I grow mushrooms, you guys know that. And I have tons of bags, like 30 bags, because I sell them too. And so I always take a bag and I go out in the back and I feed all the birds. Julie will tell you. And then I also take all of our leftover food, eggs, whatever we have left over of our food, and I mulch it in the back because we have squirrels. I have squirrels and cats and animals that back here in the wash because there's a wash back here. Hold on, I might have to call him back. That's my employee. That's
Your friend.
Well, yeah, my
Volunteer.
My new volunteer, yeah. Okay. Anyways, hold on, you guys.
We'll see.
Hi, Dakota.
Hey, I wanted to let you know before it gets too late. I'm sorry I will not be able to come today, just because I have my clinic has my psyche eval. They just told me this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So they told me that if I don't come, I might lose my services.
Oh.
So I'm very sorry, but I have to go, or else I'm not going to be able to see therapists or anything like that.
Okay. What time is that at?
It is at 11:30.
Okay. What time does that get done?
Around 12:30 or 1.
You want to come in after that?
Well, my DD worker, her son's birthday is today, so she won't be able to drive.
Oh, okay. All right, then, but will you make it? How about tomorrow?
What do we got going tomorrow? She can, okay, she can drop me off, but it has to be exactly at 10 tomorrow. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm here by then.
All right, well, thank you, Claudine. I'll keep you posted. I'll see you tomorrow at 10.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay.
All right.
The joys of owning your own business, right?
I know, right? I knew he was calling off. I knew it. Sorry, you guys. I had to take that phone call and make sure it was going on. So, okay. So where were we? Oh, offerings. So I'm always giving offerings, and every day I give something back. Um, Even a flower on the altar is something you can do. I have a lot of different altars. I do myself personally, crystal altars. I've got a couple crystal altars that I have. And why I do this is because life is a cycle. You give and you receive. You honor the energies that protect you. So that's so some of the things I do. I do have another one where I will wash my hands with herbs like rosemary, basil, or lavender. Just there's sometimes I just really feel that my hands need to be washed and my feet need to be washed. And I really want to go into that part of it on a different segment, you guys, because I want to go really deep into this. So that's just one of the rituals I do. I'm not going to go into too much explanation about it. On our next show, hopefully we will. Because I also want to talk a little bit about offerings for the spirits that have left behind too. So
And that's a good thing to talk about before October 31st and November 1st.
Yes, yeah. So I kind of want to save that one, yeah, because we got a lot of celebrations coming up with celebrating our loved ones, and it's very important to do this, especially when you're spiritual, to remember and to honor our ancestors. Your body is a temple, your mind is an altar, your spirit is the eternal flame. So always honoring this and protecting it is just what it's about for me to be spiritual. The unseen energy of spiritual warfare will always try to make you forget the truth. It will distract you, drain you, test you, and tempt you. But every time you light a candle, every time you whisper to your water, every time you place salt in a bowl, you are declaring this space, this body, this soul is not for shadows. It is for peace, it is for healing, and it is for love. So, walk in your strength, you guys. Walk with clarity and walk with discipline. So those are a few things I wrote down, and because you know what, no matter how loud the storm gets for us, and it's going to get loud, you guys, your spirit is always louder. Mm-hmm. Call your power. Always call your power back. Don't give your power up. These rituals help you learn how to not give up your power. And again, they're just tools in the tool bag. Oh, look at Jess. Jess, you're busy too. You're a busy spiritual person, aren't you? You're like me. You're always having to work on your whole life is probably just a spiritual practice. I love it. Gosh, I wish I would have known what you knew at your age that you are. I wish I would have had all those smarts. So that's kind of pretty much everything I think that I was gonna talk about.
Well, you did talk about intentions a little bit, but did you need to emphasize the intentions a little bit more? You did say pure of heart on the intentions. It's just that, being here, present, and in them. in the here and now, and being positive when you do your intentions.
Yeah, I got some more notes here that I just
Okay.
found.
All right, good.
These rituals may look really small, you guys, but they're very powerful. They tell the unseen world, this space is sacred, this body is guarded, and this spirit is untouchable. They, they, these rituals or whatever rituals you do, it shows that you care and that the unseen is not welcomed at all, and that you're aware of them. And that is like so important. When you're aware of them, again, I'm going to say it, once you're aware of it, you always do better. When you know better, you do better. I mean, I would hope so. I know some people don't practice that, and shame on them, but look at their life.
Oh, look at this. No, they had a dream. That seemed to be you, Claudine. Wow.
Oh, wow. Well, tell us about it. I probably too much to probably to write.
Well, she wants to talk to you about it directly. So, in your coffee in the morning, yes, I love cinnamon in the morning. Nutmeg is great too to add to anything in the morning.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I I used to be very much into that, putting doing the stirring with I have dosing spoons, very beautiful dosing spoons that I sell here in my facility. And I used to do that with my dosing spoon that had a quartz crystal on the tip of it. I still have it. It's back there. I just don't do it as much as I used to because the spoon is too small for this cup. That's why I had a smaller cup and I got this big cup, and the spoon always falls in. So that's why I haven't really been doing it that much, but I just got to get a bigger spoon. Whenever you buy something from me, you'll get a wooden dosing spoon if you're buying something that needs to be dosed, like powdered mushrooms. Anything that you buy powdered from me, I always give a dosing spoon. You were building me into how to keep my space clear, what was important to know and what was not, and what not to do. Oh gosh, that's so funny. So we were hanging out last night in Astros then, Nova. That's what we must have been doing. I don't remember my dreams last night. I haven't been able to remember my dreams the last couple of nights. But I know I got some good sleep. I can tell you that because when I woke up, I felt really good. And I only got like 6.5 hours sleep last night too. And I feel like I got like 10 hours sleep. I'm like full of energy. It's great.
What?
Oh, your dreams are just starting to come back. That's a good sign, Nova. That is really good. Hard to remember the details, but my dreams are just finally coming back to me. I was telling Anne, I believe I am astral traveling. Yes, yes, yeah. Be careful. Be careful. Um, if you believe you're astral traveling when you're sleeping, one thing I do want to add in there: make sure you're cloaking your lifeline. Okay. My experience of astral traveling in the past, when I've been up and out in the astros, you'll notice the other, I guess, angels you want to call them, whatever. I mean, the other things that are out there floating around, they don't have grounding cords. They're up there. But for the ones that you can see, we do have grounding cords for us that are human and we're taken off in our astral travel when we're sleeping. Cloak that, bless it, cloak your grounding cord, because remember, when you're sleeping, you are most vulnerable. Cloaking, yes, you're going to cloak your grounding. All you have to do is just do protection. Just say, protect. You're going to protect yourself, and you cloak it from the heart. Put your go into heart space and put a golden light around it for protection. That's all you have to do. It's super simple. If you're astral traveling, that way, while you're out there, no entities or nothing bad can pull on it, can cut it, can sever it, can mess with it. Again, you're very vulnerable when you're sleeping. So be real careful with with that. That is just do that. Just bless your whole being and just add your cord, your grounding cord. That's all you have to do.
Oops, sorry. Didn't mean that.
Okay.
Wrong person.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You got your room all protected with the crystals and all that stuff, right? And the sage, that's what you're doing, all that. You're protecting your sleeping space. Good. Um I got attacked one time when I was out astral traveling. And then that's how I learned about the grounding cord. Um yeah, because I remember astral travel. I haven't astral traveled in a long time. When I do astral travel, it's always inside my body. It's been like that for like the last 6 years. I did astral travel out in the astros like a year ago, I think it was. And but anyways, prior to that, I astral traveled a lot, and I learned that about the cloaking or grounding cord. And come to find, it's very important. I did get spiritually attacked once, and they told me, and that's how I learned about. It. They told me my cloak. I didn't cloak my grounding cord, so they're able to see that I was a human that was sleeping and was going into astro traveling. Astral traveling is very, very, very dangerous, you guys. Just by the way. And remote viewing. You just have to know what you're doing. That's all. Because remember, we're the human and we're out there in the astros. We're not used to that. We're here on Earth most of the time. The beings that are out there in the astros, they know what they're doing. They're out there all the time. So they're in the astros. They don't live in the material world, but they're in the material world. They can see us, but we can't see them when they're, you know what I mean? It's a crazy game. We can feel them though, and some of us can see them, but we definitely can feel them. Yeah, for you and your son. Okay, good. Yeah. Again, I don't know how much more I can emphasize on how important it is that you keep your sleeping area very sacred and very clear. Um, and these are rituals, you guys, that we're doing and that we practice. It's not witchcraft. Okay. I get so annoyed when they start calling us witchcrafts and Wiccan and pagans and, they title us.
Yeah.
It's not any of that.
Well,
These are indigenous ways.
what's funny is they're calling it New Age. However, this stuff is so ancient, way before any modern times.
Oh yeah.
Before Christ. And I hate to point that out. But the cross itself, okay? Big deal about the cross. Well, I love the Egyptian cross.
The Ankh?
The Ankh, because it has to do about reincarnation. I mean, it's a loop. It's not just a net. I mean, it's not a cross. It is life. I mean, it keeps going. It's almost infinite. It isn't. It's halfway infinite. But that was created about 3,000 years before Christ. And the cross, I looked the other day, and my numbers might be off, but it was almost like 400 that the year 400 that came out. I'm going to double check because I want to research that, because they keep calling it New Age and demonic and everything. No, it was way before. So why people put this down when it had to do with people really believing in the Great Spirit and in so much more than what is believed today. Believed today is just a volume of two of a book. It doesn't have much in it, really. If you really think about the world, it's very minute. Like a drop of sand. And just Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're right. I think of it as a prayer that has been spoken by generations after generations after generations.
Yeah.
So, you know, I have something I wrote here. It says, when you place rosemary at your door, remember this. It was once used to ward off sickness and bring clarity. When you light frankincense and myrrh, remember these resins were honored as offerings to the divine, to baby Jesus. So that's why they're just powerful, and they want to label us. They want to make it be demonic. But the only thing on this planet that is demonic is pharmaceuticals, the cabal, your government. That is witchcraft. That is demonic. The rituals that they do on the full moon, the new moon, this portal. Could you just imagine what they're doing right now, what they did all night last night, and what they're doing tonight? We don't do that. So what if we put some rosemary in water? So what if we burn frankincense? So what if we put salt out? Those are rituals that we have, that we are tools that our ancestors have used for eons.
Mm-hmm.
But these people who want to label us as whatever they want to label us as, witchcraft, pagan, Wiccan, whatever you want to call it, they're the ones who do the wrong. They're the ones who are being judgmental.
Yes.
And they're the ones who gossip. And they're the ones who are, what's another word for these religious people? They are hypocrites.
Oh, that's
And
very very mild word to put what they are, but yes.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's true. And all
It
we're
is.
doing is trying to hold and keep ourselves protected and to work with Mother Gaia and Great Spirit.
Right.
Not all these people who have demonized our practices, they're the demons. They're the dark ones.
Yeah.
They're the ones who are running around naked at night on a full moon or a new moon or a portal or whatever this freaking alignments are. And they're the ones who are sacrificing. They're the ones who, and they do, why do they do this, you guys? Why do they do the things that they do? For their God. My God doesn't ask me to butcher up a child or to butcher up a human or to run around naked like a crazy folk with a hat and something over my face.
Well, I can understand that, but running around naked or swimming naked, there's nothing wrong with it if you're
No, around a fire, when you're sacrificing something for a god called Baal, which that is the god of Baal is the god that, eats children. That's their God. That's who they worship. Their God demands this of them. And I'm not going to pretend like adrenaline chrome doesn't exist, because I know it does. I've seen it. I've astral traveled to the dumbs. I've done this stuff. I've seen it, and it's disgusting. I don't ever want to do it again. I'm so glad I don't astral travel out of it. That's why I was telling Nova, be careful of what's out there, because it's scary. It's the worst thing I've ever experienced. I don't ever want to do that again. I'm glad that I started astral traveling inside my body, because I don't want a reminder of what these sickos do. But we're not the cray crays, you guys. They are. They just like to try to demonize us because we do the good, and we're the light workers on this planet. We work for the light. I work for the light, period. And I know these rituals are powerful. I know they are. And they don't like it, because the more we use them, the more we do them, the last chance they're able to come in and break us. They can't get us to march to the beat of their music or their drums. We won't do it. I won't do it. There's no breaking me. I know I know which side I'm on. I don't want to have to worship a God that requires me to eat people. No, thank you. or requires me to have to prick myself to give my blood to it. No, that's disgusting. I won't do it. What time do we have? Where are we at? Oh, okay. We still have a half an hour, you guys.
Yeah. I'm just looking for something. I'm here.
Okay, so here's a little bit of transformation through discipline, something that I wrote up. Now that you know the tools, let's talk about the truth. Rituals alone are not enough. You must also bring discipline. And that is one thing that Jess is. She's an incredible example of discipline. She's disciplined on this. She's got all kinds of amazing rituals. I'm going to use some of hers. You posted a couple, Jess. I'm stealing them. August definitely did test us, you guys. It really did. And to have this discipline and to do this during August and also through September is really going to help keep us grounded and to keep us whole and to keep us from being so uncomfortable in our human. So just, our ordinary acts, can become anything it can become anything sacred, you guys. Just like giving yourself a bath, that just can be something that's sacred. And yeah, just practicing these and being consistent, it will just end up becoming part of your life. And you'll start seeing a big difference versus how your space feels versus going into another space. Like when you go over to a friend's house or to another family member's, you will feel the difference. It's almost, I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to be in my facility whenever I have to go out. I can't wait to come back because I just love the way that my energies are in my space that I've created. Okay. And then I saw something, St. Bridge. I don't think I know I'm doing it all the time, but I can tell you, I know I have. My mother had an out of body and she could see herself. Oh, out of body experiences. Yeah, that happens a lot. I have a lot of clients who can do that stuff. It's so weird when it happens. That's only happened to me like twice, where I come out of my body and I'm looking down at my body.
Okay.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. God, I'm just looking through all my notes. I want to make sure I got everything. I think we did. Yeah, just like I said, I know we don't know when we're astral traveling. It just kind of happens. But I believe when we dream, sometimes we do astral travel and we remote view. I totally do. And maybe when we're in that realm and we do that, you guys, we know what we're doing. Like maybe because we have all of our memory when we're in the astros.
Yeah. Well, at the time that you went, you weren't cloaking your cords, so grounding cords, so you didn't remember it. So maybe it did catch you off guard. But usually there is someone, whether it is your higher self, with you or at least directing you and keeping an eye on you. I believe that wholeheartedly because sometimes in my dreams I don't know where I'm at, but I know I'm safe. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you have some crazy dreams too, Julie.
Yeah.
And you remember like extreme details.
Sometimes it really depends on what's going on with my body too. Now, I know it was pretty neat last night. It wasn't as lucid as usual. But yeah, I've been, one of the things I've been doing, and I guess I need to mention it, is I'm on my third binder. So I start out with zeolite, and I did that for a week. And it was off and on. I wasn't consistent with it. Then with diatomaceous earth, I was more consistent with that. However, man, when after I now, okay, I want to go back to zeolite. Zeolite is one binder that you have to do 2 hours before or after food. Whereas diatomaceous earth, you can eat, you can ingest it with food. And I kind of like to do it with food because then it isn't as heavy to me. Um, and I can feel it when I get it, when I take it within 10, 15 minutes, I'm feeling things move. And they move pretty quickly through my body. And sometimes it's a little painful. So that was last week. And this week I've started on charcoal. And charcoal is another binder that has to be done 2 hours before, 2 hours after food. And you don't want to take it, not just food, but also anything that you're taking for a detox. You don't want to take it with a detox too. Okay. The binder has to be by itself. Now, next week will be the clay that I'm going to do. And yeah, the person who sold me the clay. Now I'm going to do a plug out. It's Take Your Vitamins, and that is on Gilbert Avenue, south of Elliott in Gilbert. And she's very knowledgeable of everything she has in her store. And I know that Claudene makes her stuff, but this lady, it's not quite an apothecary, but she has a lot of different things. She has a lot of carrier oils that nobody else carries. I'm still looking for black seed oil. I've heard that CVS has it. I haven't found it yet, but that's what I'm going to do next. I did do oregano oil in the belly button for a while. Again, not as consistent as I want to be. If I'm tired when I go to bed, I'm not doing anything.
It's hard. No, I know. I don't do the belly button thing every night, but I do at least 3 to 4 nights a week. I don't do everything always at, every day, but I always switch it out. I'm always changing it. Now, the DT, diatomaceous earth, I've been doing almost every day after I eat. An hour after I eat, I have a little glass of DT. I love DT. I just like the way that it feels in my body. Now, when I'm feeling yucky and I'm feeling kind of sick from doing the detox, that's when I grab the charcoal. Charcoal really helps me with that uncomfortable bloating feeling that I get, better than any of them. I will be using the clay, what is that? It's called, what is that clay called? There's another name for it.
Yeah, it starts with a B is the first word that goes with it.
Mine is Aztec Indian clay.
Oh.
Yeah, it has another name on it. I can't remember. Anyways, I use that to, I do bentonite. Yeah, bentonite clay. Mine is it from Aztec, and I use it. I take that and I put a couple tablespoons in a bowl and I mix it up. Another blessing that I do, and then I put it under my armpits for an armpit detox, and then I'll put it up here in my chest for my lymphs. And I just love it. I really like it. I don't know if you guys are into armpit detoxing, but yep, I detox the armpits.
So how do you do that?
Oh, I get the clay. I put a couple of tablespoons of clay in a bowl with a little bit of water and a couple drops of vinegar.
Oh, okay.
And then I mix it up, and then I just pat it. I use the whole thing, I don't want to waste it. So I put it all over my armpits, all over my lymphatic system, my neck, my face, wherever I have lymphatic, up in my upper. And then I go out in the sun, which doesn't take that long because it's so freaking hot here. And I sit out in the sun for about 10 or 15 minutes. I do it in the morning when it's not so hot, when the UV's, a little bit less. And I try to do that. I would love to be able to do that once a week, but I don't. I'm lucky to do it once or twice a month. So, but I really like the way that feels. Um, and your skin feels so soft after you do it. Oh, I love the way it makes my skin. But I've never drank it. I haven't drinking it yet. I haven't done that. I'll have to try it and see what it's like.
Okay, the lady who owns that store that I was talking about, she said, I've done it. So what I'm suggesting to you, please follow it, because I followed the regular directions and I have not had so much pain in my life. So it's 1 tablespoon is what the directions say. She says no. Start out at about a half
Mm.
and make sure there's lots of water with it. Lots of water. At least 8 ounces, at least. And she said, you'll get through it, but I've been through it. So she was telling me what her experience was. And that's what we're all about, is telling you the experiences. That's why I want to make sure you know. So I was going to start with the clay because I was going to go alphabetically. I went backwards and I tried the zeolite. I actually like the taste of the zeolite.
Uh-huh. Yeah, zeolite's good. Yeah. I like diatomaceous earth, the clay, and you have to be careful with the diatomaceous earth and the clay because it dries you out. That's why it just dries. So just whenever I try something new, I always use half the dose. I never use the full dose. I always use a little tiny bit. I learned my lesson with lion's mane. Lion's mane, I went in strong the first time in lion's mane. And I had a bad reaction. So after that, I learned when it comes to herbs, just to use when you're using something new, just a little tiny bit, and then I just I taper up or I taper down from there. Um, oh, Nova says she has reoccurring dreams, a lot of storm dreams and trying to save people. Oh my gosh. I have reoccurring dreams too. Same. Mine is airplanes falling out of the sky.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's my reoccurring dream. I've had it since I was little.
Are you still having it?
I haven't had it in a long time. I haven't had it in a couple years, but that is one of my yeah, from since I was a child and into my adult years.
I was going to ask you, was it before 9/11 or after 9/11?
No, it was before and after. So I don't know. Something about planes falling. I don't know. These reoccurring dreams that you have of storm dreams and trying to save people, you're not the only one, Nova. I know a lot of people who have had these dreams. A lot of my clients have come and they've asked me, what do I think about a tidal wave coming and wiping us out and going to kill us and all this stuff. And so that dream means something.
Yeah. And all of a sudden it hit me that your connection to Gaia needs to be strengthened because of the storms and all. Strengthen your connection with Gaia. And I don't know if you were here when I told everyone about using leftover water that you're going to put down the drain, or as and you're putting it into Mother Gaia, you're putting it into dirt. So with plants, Claudine, but the leftover water put outside, but say, I am surrendering this water to cleanse, heal, and strengthen Mother Gaia. And I ask benevolent energies and entities, elementals, to do the same and help Mother Gaia. And I've been doing it, and we've been having a lot more rain than we've had in years. And they haven't rain has not been on the forecast. So I'm just telling you, it works. So that is connecting me more and more to Mother Gaia. So whatever your intention is, Nova, definitely connection to Mother Gaia is going to help you. and it might give you clarity on these dreams. And I'm hearing they'll come to fruition as far as the reason why you're having them. It will
Yes.
come to you.
The good thing is that she's dreaming. That is a really good sign with her healing.
Yes.
So, yeah. So that, like, just celebrate that in itself. I mean, I wouldn't dwell too much on the dreams right now or what they're saying or, you know, hopefully you're not having too many nightmares. I hope not. We got to get rid of those. If you're having nightmares, we can change that. You can change that, Nova. You can switch that script really, I mean, pretty easy. We don't want nightmares. We don't need negative energies while we're sleeping.
No.
We don't, because we need our slumber. The human does, and that's just the way it is. Well, it looks like we're about at our 2 hours, and I just wanted to kind of acknowledge, make sure that with everything we talked about today, with these rituals and this psychic warfare that we've been experienced through the month of August and going into September, and it's going to get probably a little bit more crazy for us. I just wanted to acknowledge the cultural respect when when I was mentioning the herbs like the sage, the sweetgrass, the palo santo, the cedar, the frankincense, and the myrrh. I just really want to acknowledge the respect I have for all that stuff because of our indigenous and for our ancestors. And again, intention is everything, like Julie and I were talking about earlier. Rituals work when heart plus focus are present. Okay, so and just adapt to practices for yourself. What resonates for you and what works for you. What works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you. What works for you doesn't mean it's going to work for me. So because remember, it's all about energy all the time. There's nothing else, just energy. Oh, when I was a child, it was very intense. Yeah, be excited about dreaming. Seriously, just celebrate that part right there. Yeah, even if they're, your reoccurring dreams or whatever they are, astral traveling, whatever it is, right now, I just really want to celebrate because that means you're breaking through your blood barriers. You're opening new pathways. So these are all good signs. I'm so glad that you're healing as well as you are, Nova.
Yes, it's great.
It is. It's so awesome. So yeah, you guys, we will see you in 2 weeks. I will be back with Anne on our Monday, American Monday, and Australian Tuesday. I don't even know what date that is. Whenever.
What, 2 weeks from today?
Yeah, what is that?
Would be the 20 something. 14 and 9. 23. 23rd. Yeah, I didn't realize we were going to be off next week. But come back next week. Who knows? I might have something. But I wanted to put this up really quick for those of you who want to come in tomorrow. Wednesday, I have Sean. Sean is a shaman, light worker, healer, spiritual advisor, channel, and medium. Since birth, he was able to see and hear things others could not. So please come in. Never know who's going to come in and visit him. So please come and see us tomorrow. And please share because we'll still do the hour worth of interview, and whether he does activation for you or has a loved one come in, we have no idea. So please come in and be ready with questions. And yeah, I think it's going to be something totally different.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting.
So hopefully you'll be able to watch a little bit.
Yeah. What time do you guys get started?
8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock? Okay. Yeah. I like to see it from the masculine energy side of this kind of stuff. Yeah. It's different.
He's got a few novel ideas as well. So,
really?
Yeah. And so we'll see. He just restarted his spiritual life in 2024. So he's new to it. He doesn't understand the terminologies. So he's brand spanking new, and it's very fresh and enlightening. So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's a lot for him. And you're welcome, Nova. You're welcome. Yeah. And it has been a crazy couple of weeks. And like I said, it's going to probably be a crazy couple more weeks coming ahead. So we just got to sit tight. We'll make it through this. We will be a lot stronger, and a lot better for it. It's just part of just, I feel like it's just part of life. It's just like being just evolving. It's always about evolving.
Yeah.
So
All right.
I will see you guys in 2 weeks, not next weekend, but the following weekend. And like I said, I want to do a segment on feet, hands, throat, and connecting to our ancestors. So
Great. Okay, I'll have to put that in. All right. And I guess we're gonna, yeah, it is almost 10 o'clock. So thank you guys so much. Rise above with love. Have a great one.
bye-bye.
Hope to see you tomorrow.
Peace out.